Tonight is the culmination of a year's journey. A journey of sacrifice, failure, triumph, opportunity, and destiny. It is nights like tonight where superstars are born, where dreams become reality. Under these lights, legends will be created, legacies will be finalized, and those destined for immortality will seize the day. And it all begins right now. The Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, is on Raw. What happens when the modern-day irresistible force meets the immovable object? Two passionate Lucha Libre superstars clash in a cruiserweight battle, looking to walk away with a gold. Opportunity knocks for the best teams and unlikely of duos, all striving for the same end goal of being champions. 15 years separates his last appearance on this stage from tonight, but can Mr. Pay-Per-View topple one of the most dominant forces in recent memory with the added advantage of Extreme Rules? Two of the best to ever fly across the pond and grace American soil with their talents will look to outstrike the other in a war of all wars. A man once said to be a chosen one is out to silence the naysayers, prove his doubters wrong, and prove his supporters right. Walks into the grandest stage with a revolutionary who is operating on his highest level ever.
Look into the eyes of the challenger, the man who will try to knock Seth Rollins off the top of the mountain at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
These two all-stars with a list of accolades miles long will meet man-to-man, warrior to visionary in the main event. It's win or go home. All or nothing for these superstars. Knock down barriers, push yourself to limits never reached before, accomplish your ultimate dreams, or fall and prey to your opposer. Tonight, destiny awaits. Only the best of the best on this night, on this stage. Become immortal, become a champion, live for the moment, and never look back. Tonight, we set sail on a new journey, a journey that can start or end with winnings or failure. To the victors goes the spoils. These are the moments we dream about. So get ready to take the stage, because we have arrived at WrestleMania, and it's lights, camera, action in 5, 4, 3, 2, action!
And now, WWE presents the Global Entertainment Spectacular, WrestleMania.
$65,900 plus fans have sold out Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay, Florida for the greatest sports entertainment extravaganza of all time. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, around the world to WrestleMania Saturday. It is the battle of the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, the Invincible Ilja Dragunov, and a prestigious Intercontinental Championship hangs in the balance. On April the 11th, 2022, an open challenge was laid out by Apollo Crews at Backlash, only to be accepted by the debuting Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne. Dunne officially signed to the main roster on that night, and ever since then, has become one of the most feared superstars in the Monday Night Raw locker room. His beatdown, in-your-face, take-no-prisoner style has led him to not one, but 2 reigns with the Intercontinental Championship. All the while, Dunne has become one of the faces of Monday Night Raw. Another former NXT United Kingdom champion has arrived on the scene and put the same locker room on notice. Ilja Dragunov has fought with grit and determination to climb the ladder on the red brand, and when opportunity came knocking, he kicked the door down with emphatic force. After defeating Big E on Saturday night's main event, Dragunov earned his #1 contendership for the Intercontinental Championship. Not only are the champion and challenger two of the best Monday Night Raw has to offer, but they are two of the best fighting out of international soil. In what will surely be one of the hardest hitting bouts in WrestleMania history, the invincible Ilja Dragunov battles the bruiserweight Pete Dunne for the prestigious Intercontinental Championship. These two competitors have taken Raw by storm over the last year, but there can only be one winner on this night. Dragunov, Dunne, Intercontinental Gold, right here at WrestleMania.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
It is time for the Intercontinental Championship to be defended here in Tampa Bay, a title that has been held by so many greats, Hall of Famers like Shawn Michaels, the late great Razor Ramon, The Rock, Bret the Hitman Hart. The list goes on and on. But that man, the #1 contender, the invincible Ilja Dragunov, looks to add his name to that legendary list here tonight at WrestleMania. Ilja Dragunov battles Pete Dunne. Both of these men have been the NXT United Kingdom champion in years past, a title that Pete Dunne held for 685 days, the second longest reign under Walter, who went on to hold the title for 870 days. And the reason we mention that, especially right now, is because the man on your screen, the invincible Ilja Dragunov, was the one that ended Walter's reign, the 870-day reign for the NXT United Kingdom Championship. If Ilja Dragunov can topple that, can fight under that pressure, can make history in that moment, who's to say he can't do it on this stage against Pete Dunne? The first time these men will ever meet inside a WWE ring, and it's for all the marbles. The prestigious Intercontinental Championship, and the stage couldn't be any bigger here at WrestleMania. Ilja Dragunov made his debut on the main roster back in the fall. He has taken Raw by storm, especially in recent months, earning this opportunity back on Saturday night's main event, defeating the New Day's Big E. Dragunov certainly a worthy challenger for Pete Dunne here tonight. And here comes the Intercontinental Champion, one of the toughest sons of bitches in World Wrestling Entertainment, Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. In the midst of his second reign with the Intercontinental Championship, Pete Dunne has collectively held the gold for 156 days over the last year. Pete Dunne is squared toe-to-toe with the likes of Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Tommaso Ciampa. Just this past Monday night on Raw, he was in the ring with the WWE Champion Randy Orton, and very well may have upset Orton had it not been for the shenanigans and the beatdown, the brawl that ensued between Matt Riddle and Randy Orton that caused that match to go to a disqualification. But nonetheless, that was then, this is now, and tonight is what it's all about. Who will thrive under the spotlight? Who will live for the moment and walk away with the Intercontinental Championship on sports entertainment's biggest stage here in Tampa Bay, Florida? The Intercontinental Gold is on the line. Let's send things down to the ring for your official match introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilja Dragunov. And introducing the champion from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, he is the WWE Intercontinental Champion, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
Two of the best to ever be fighting out of international soil. meet at the grandest stage. Pete Dunne hands over the Intercontinental Championship, and is he handing it over for the last time? Dragunov takes a look at the prize. That is what is at stake, the Intercontinental title that has been defended successfully and handed over in defeat so many times on this stage alone, WrestleMania. And here we go, Dragunov versus Dunne. This is gonna be a hard-hitting affair. Dragunov coming out swinging right off the get-go here. The invincible #1 contender wants to take full advantage of this opportunity. Dragunov, as we mentioned, earned this matchup in victory by defeating Big E on Saturday night's main event several weeks ago. Followed that up with a win over Cedric Alexander the following week on Raw. And Dragunov already going into the cover on Pete Dunne. And I think Dragunov knows he's not going to get the win just yet, but trying to get into the psyche of the bruiserweight. Pete Dunne has been one of the most toughest, the most scariest, one of the most meanest superstars in the Monday Night Raw locker room over the last year, and that's for good reason. There's a reason he is in the midst of his second Intercontinental Championship reign right now. Dragunov, look at this, rolling up Pete Dunne. Wants the victory here, and another near fall there. But again, I think Dragunov knows it's not going to be easy to put Pete Dunne away. He has seen the wars that Pete Dunne has been through in his career, whether it's been on Raw, whether it's been in NXT, whether it's been on the independents, internationally around the world. These two men may have not been toe-to-toe with each other inside of this squared circle before, but it does not mean they are strangers to each other. They have traveled the world. They have known of each other for several years. They have scouted each other for several years. Tonight is just the night to put those lessons into effect. Now Pete Dunne off the German suplex. This is what Pete Dunne does best. Beats down his opponent, limb by limb, body part by body part, makes them scream for agony until an ultimate defeat. Dragunov trying to avoid it, however. Nice uppercut by the #1 contender as he takes out the exposed knee of Pete Dunne. Two former NXT United Kingdom champions. As we mentioned, Pete Dunne held the NXT United Kingdom title for 685 days. That championship reign ended to Imperium's ring general Walter, who went on to hold the gold. Wait a minute here. Dragunov into the bridge to win the title, not just yet. Walter went on to hold that NXT United Kingdom Championship for 870 days. That reign expired at the hands of the man in the red and black right now, Ilja Dragunov. Dragunov held the United Kingdom Championship for 347 days. It was a full year at the top of the mountain. Tonight is not about that gold as much as it is about the history between these two men, but tonight it is about the Intercontinental Championship. And so far, they've been tit for tat. This contest is done since Dragunov over the top rope and down to the floor. What an amazing night it has been here at WrestleMania. Hot off the heels of that incredible Austin Theory versus Cody Rhodes encounter moments ago. Now these two, Pete Dunne and Ilja Dragunov, fighting tooth and nail for the Intercontinental Championship. Pete Dunne is just having his way with the #1 contender on the outside of the ring right now. And looking to snap the arm out of its socket. And Dragunov, look at that, not going down without a fight. Dragunov, you're going to have to literally break his arm off his body if you want to keep the man they call the Invincible One down for good. As he takes down Pete Dunne with that very unique takedown again. And Dragunov looking to continue the offense. Sends the bruiserweight into the corner. All the marbles on the line in this matchup. Dragunov not looking to leave WrestleMania empty-handed, but Pete Dunne wants to continue his Intercontinental Championship reign. Dragunov sends Pete Dunne to the corner again. What does the Invincible One have in mind for the bruiserweight? Whatever it is, Pete Dunne had it scouted. Oh, now look at this. This is what Pete Dunne does best. Snaps the fingers at Dragunov. Dragunov counters, pulls him in. Exploder by the #1 contender. Back and forth we go in this matchup for the Intercontinental title. These men are giving it all they have so far in this matchup. Neither man has gotten really the advantage so far, at least for a few moments at a time. Dragunov just yanking Pete Dunne off the ropes, now coming off the top himself with a knee right to the rib cage, and that may do it. And Dunne able to get the shoulder up, and that was a close call by Dragunov there. Dropping the knee to the ribs of Pete Dunne. If a man can't breathe, a man can't fight. Dragunov was looking for the kill, but it's not enough on Pete Dunne just yet. Now Pete Dunne again sending Dragunov over the top rope and down to the floor. Pete Dunne honestly smart to take this moment here. He got Dragunov out of the way. Well, now he's going after him. Dragunov now sends Pete Dunne away. And if I was Pete Dunne, I would have stayed in the ring right now. I don't never want to, dip my toes too far into the pool, but Pete Dunne had a moment to rest there, and he wanted to go after Dragunov. But honestly, after all that offense Dragunov had obtained coming off the top rope with that knee, might have been smart for Pete Dunne to stay down, because right now Dragunov is still in the driver's seat. But don't count out Pete Dunne. We have seen him fight from hell and under. And a kick to Dragunov. Would have been a knockout blow if I ever saw one. Referee's at a count of 7 right now. These men got to get back into the ring, or at least Dragunov does. Pete Dunne can take a draw if need be and still retain the Intercontinental Championship. Dragunov back into the ring, and Pete Dunne better keep his eye on the #1 contender who goes for the drop kick to the back. Pete Dunne avoids it. And now Dunne again. He's really been working on those arms of Dragunov throughout this matchup, trying to avoid those uppercuts, those lariats, those enziguris, and Dragunov gets the shoulder up. Pete Dunne, splitting the eyes of Dragunov there. Oh, and he does it again. Oh, and Dragunov got busted open on that second split of the eyes by Pete Dunne. And now Pete Dunne's got a submission hold in, almost a reverse triangle choke here. Dragunov, instead of head down, his face up. And now he's trying to battle out of it, and he does. But the story there, 2 boot scrapes by Pete Dunne, and Dragunov is rocking the Crimson Mask over the right eye. And I don't know, Austin Theory survived basically his entire matchup moments ago with a bloodied eyebrow as well. But will Dragunov be able to withstand the offense of one of the hardest hitting superstars in the locker room, that being Pete Dunne, when he's got a target on his face right now? Dragunov trying to fight. You saw that exploder moments ago. Got the near fall, but he's still unloading on the bruiserweight. Dragunov's got to fight. He got to realize he has a target on his face right now, and if Pete Dunne is able to get back into this matchup, it may be all she wrote. That was a stiff elbow by the Intercontinental Champion, who looks to follow it up with a double underhook suplex. Now Dragunov, there's the counter, and starting to get back to where we started in this matchup, back and forth between champion and challenger. Dragunov goes for a shot, Dunne with a counter of his own. Now goes double underhook again. Dragunov, however, had it scouted that time, lands on his feet, and now he's got Pete Dunne up. Oh, goes for the fireman's carry, but Pete Dunne lands on his feet. Now whips him off, and the lariat finally ends that exchange. Who is going to be the last man standing for the Intercontinental Championship here tonight at WrestleMania? Now Dragunov whips the bruiserweight off. Pete Dunne goes for the clothesline. Dragunov outrunning the champion here, and another lariat to the Intercontinental Champ. Now goes for the senton again, and he hits him flush. What is Dragunov going to have to do? What is he going to have to pull out of the arsenal to keep down Pete Dunne, who has been an oh-so-impressive Intercontinental Champion for a collective 156 days over the last 365? Trying to unload on Pete Dunne. There's another chop. Another one. Forearm. Dragunov is teeing off right now on the Intercontinental Champion. Pete Dunne, he's got to get the hands up before he gets knocked out to a cold, bitter end. And there's a freaking carry to try to stop that. Pete Dunne just got the hell beat out of him by Ilja Dragunov. And I don't know, you might have just pissed off the Intercontinental Champion. Oh my goodness. Bare boot to the face, but he's not done. We said he was working on the arms earlier, and he's going back to the well on the fingers now. And a knee to the lower back. Dragunov is getting beaten to a bloody pulp. Dragunov kicks out, and the matchup continues. What a war for the Intercontinental Championship. These hallowed halls of Raymond James Stadium never gonna forget the war that is taking place in the middle of the squared circle. Oh, and Pete Dunne, a forearm right to the open wound of the #1 contender. But Dragunov cannot be kept down. And quite frankly, neither can Pete Dunne. We said it in the previous matchup, we gotta say it again. This one might just come down to who just has 0 left in the tank. These guys are gonna keep swinging till they're absolutely on E. Pete Dunne sit atop the rope. Meanwhile, Ilja Dragunov looking to meet him up there. Could be looking for a superplex down to the canvas. Pete Dunne down and out. Ilja Dragunov, oh wait a minute, heading into the corner. Ilja Dragunov, eyes locked, eyes loaded, full head of steam. Down goes the Intercontinental Champion. The cover. Ilja Dragunov makes his legend known. Come to WrestleMania and make him famous. There is a new Intercontinental Champion aboard, and his name is the Invincible Ilja Dragunov. And after that war of attrition, a sign of respect between these two international competitors. You'll love to see it, especially on this stage. But the story remains. Pete Dunne falls to a broken, bitter end as the invincible Ilja Dragunov is victorious at WrestleMania.